Hello and welcome to the MegaMonsterCast. For today, we are talking about episode 19 of Neon Genesis Evangelion. I am Nick. With me are Alex and Josh.
Hi.
Hello there.
And this episode is a lot of fallout from the last episode, along with some progressions of things they've been dropping, specifically the S2 drive.
Yeah, I really hope Shinji doesn't, try to run away in this episode.
Yeah.
Again.
He only does that every now and then.
Yeah, this is only the 5th attempt.
Yeah. Also, it occurs to me looking at this, because I watched one version for my prep watch, and then I'm watching this now on Netflix. Is the Netflix version like weirdly stretched? Because I think this is like a situation where they either stretched it or they chopped off the top and bottom of the screen.
I mean, it's perfectly square for me.
Oh, okay, so then it's just this fucking Blu-ray player is deciding to do weird shit.
Ew.
Yeah, I don't notice a stretch on the Netflix version.
Okay. Yeah, no. So it's the Blu-ray player for me is trying to change Netflix into widescreen to fit the screen that it's attached to. That's weird.
Ew.
Oh man, the days of full screen and widescreen editions.
Yeah, I am really
I do
happy we're
not miss
past
that.
those.
I do not miss that.
Yeah.
The amount of times like I've gone through old DVDs of mine or like at garage sales or estate sales and gone, oh, this is one of full screen. I don't even want it that bad.
Yep.
And I'm soft.
Unless you're getting like the Dragon Ball Z uh collections, then you want full screen, not widescreen. They
The
chopped.
amount of collections of those is absurd.
Yes, but if you get one that's widescreen format, they just cut the top and bottom off of every like panel.
Yeah.
So, well, of every like cell. So it's just like a fucking chunk of the screen is missing, basically.
Like, stop removing information.
Yep.
Just
Stop.
It's just Cell giving his speech and it's just half his face.
Yep.
All right, I'd be okay with that.
No.
Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy.
You're just mad because Cell's the best villain.
Also, he has,
God
And that he has
awful.
hair.
Wrong.
and that tomorrow
You
he's
don't
gonna
really-
have Crocs.
Oh yeah, he does. He is gonna have Crux.
Yeah, tomorrow he's having Crocs. They released
Actually,
the
you know
next
what, Alex?
two.
How do you feel about the knowledge that Cell is just wearing a hat and he has hair underneath that?
That's non-canon. I'm gonna stand up for that one. That was a design that Toriyama never went through with.
I'm gonna have to see
Yeah,
this
we're-
again. I just
we're
want
not
that to
doing
be canon.
Yep. I had to stand up on that one. That was Toriyama made like
When he
6
finally
designs.
goes like when he's finally like perfect and has these like Super Saiyan 2 lightning going around him. I just imagine he's actually his hair went Super Saiyan underneath.
Mhm. Yeah.
And we'll just never know.
I mean, we might know. We might get another Cell Max situation in the next
We
movie.
are.
God, they should have
Okay.
used Hachiak. Like,
That would've
Selmax
been
was
good.
so dumb.
He served the purpose. He was just kind of there to be like the final threat. Like the entire movie was about the gammas, not about
I
about him.
those. But anyway, giant
Uh,
robots.
Yeah. Well, different giant robots.
Yeah.
Different giant robot.
Yeah.
Giant meat suits piloted by children that's
Yeah.
covered in metal.
So this episode,
If you accurately describe this show and mini shows, they just become far more disturbing than the premise.
I mean, all of them involve child soldiers. Even Dragon Ball Z involved child soldiers.
Now, is Gohan a soldier? Is that what happened?
Kind of.
They're in the
He
Cell
fought a
games, he
war.
was.
He fought a war. He invaded a sovereign nation.
Oh god, they did.
You can make
Oh God, they
any anime
did.
sound real
Think
bad
being
if
a
you just
child hero.
yeah. Yeah, so Shinji won't get out of the Ava, and Toji's probably in a
No,
coma.
I don't want to leave. Honey,
This is
put your shoes on. We're at grandma's.
No, I accidentally killed my friend because of you.
Put your shoes on, honey.
No, unless you don't make me get in these shoes anymore, in which case, yes.
your goddamn shoes on
You only
right
have to
here.
wear them because grandma bought them for you.
Put your goddamn shoes on right now.
Yep.
I swear to God, the moment we get back home, you're on straight to the camp.
The camp.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Adding the
Yeah.
word "the" in front of camp makes it so much worse.
It does, though.
Did
It
you guys
really
never get
does.
threatened with the camp?
Never the
Were
camp.
you?
No.
Oh.
No.
Roll deception with disadvantage.
Yep.
Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me get my dice. Wait.
With disadvantage, sir.
Turns out my dice was a Bakugan
All right.
Okay, so that's a natural one.
that I stole from.
Nerd.
I feel like I have like 2 of those because I was curious once.
Bakugan?
Yeah.
Are those the
I gotta-
top?
Those
Yeah.
are Beyblades you're thinking about.
Yeah.
Were
Oh, I am
popular.
thinking of Beyblades.
Beyblades were popular again like 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
had like a renaissance, and now they're already dead again.
Yep.
Yeah, no, my buddy's a mechanic and he found a Bakugan at work and he just keeps it on his toolbox. I'm like,
Mm.
well, I gotta get him another one now. I
Yeah.
just took it from work.
So, Alex, we're getting
Getting paid
sidetracked here, but
It's a family business. I'm allowed to, people.
yeah. We're also getting sidetracked, but I'm gonna say this. So, Alex, Bakugans are like a little ball that when you roll it, it transforms into like a little monster thing. And then they started making
Oh,
other
yeah.
ones that were dumber. Like, I think they were.
That's
I think they also made cube
It turns
ones.
into a gun.
Yeah, cool. They made cube ones. They made a bunch of other ones.
I mean,
Uh,
I feel like designing that would be fun.
Honestly,
just
yeah.
really bad Transformers.
Really bad Transformers.
Spring
They're
loaded
really bad
too.
GoBots.
Spring loaded too. You just roll it and it transforms on its own.
Yeah.
Dude, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, they made other shaped ones too. And I know they made like
Like-
a video game of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like
I'd like the Bionicle games and shit.
I
We don't talk
watched
about
the
Bionicle
movies.
games.
I watched several of the movies.
Dude, I
Oh.
had so many Bionicles before I got robbed. I probably had an absurd amount of money's worth of Bionicles. I had the boxes and instruction manuals and everything.
Yeah, I get that. I have so many model kits. In fact, I'm
I
currently
still had those.
sitting right next to one. I say as I lift up an unfinished one that I'm building.
Hell yeah.
It's got a little
You
beam
got
sword.
little lightsaber.
Yeah. You watch him cut a person in half with that. A real person. But the in
Yeah.
half is burned to a crisp.
Oh.
Yeah, war crimes. Anyway.
The-
Toji wakes up from his coma. He's like, hey, where's Shinji? Oh, yeah, Shinji left already. He got the go-ahead to go home. And if you guys look real close, while he's laying in his bed, you can only see...
the top half.
No, if you look at his legs, you can only see one leg.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like right away when it pans down, you only see one leg, and it's like, oh, that's fucked.
I can't feel my legs. Oh, that's because one of them's gone, little buddy.
I don't know
As
why I
he
can't feel
tries,
the other one.
as he just pats the empty space.
Yep. And then Shinji shows up to be court-martialed in a...
Boy, he's in cuffs and everything.
They have him in 3 pairs of handcuffs. Like I
Clearly
get
an
it.
intimidation tactic.
I get no, it's 100% that, but it's also definitely like, did you really have to do that to Shinji? I'm pretty sure you could like hit him with a wet towel and he'd just drop.
Ugh.
Definitely.
Oh. His dad's just like, yeah, put him in 3.
Yep.
Fuck.
Just, we have 2, sir. Okay, we'll fucking go to the store, get a 3rd pair. Shinji cannot feel like he's winning this.
They come back, sir. All they had was these fuzzy handcuffs. Like,
You know what? Fine,
go
that'll
get a
work
new.
too.
Remove the fuzz.
No, honestly, if it was
Can't.
Gendo, I feel like Gendo would be like, yeah, this will probably make it worse for him. My son stood up to me. Oh, yeah, let's make this as awkward as possible for him.
Cut off his legs.
Cut off his leg like his friend.
Care about him. You can be like him.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. And then Shinji has a breakdown on his bed. And yeah.
Like we've never seen that before.
Yeah. How do you like that they just cut off his cell phone service because they're monitoring his call? Like,
We have
He's,
all the control.
oh, he's getting to some juicy stuff and
yeah.
call.
I would have a part of me would have killed for like Gendo to like Gendo takes over the line. Shinji, I fucking told you not to do this, and then just cuts off.
That's why your mother never loved you. Or myself.
Oh, nuclear burn.
Yep.
But Mom said.
Mom would say anything to get out of the fucking mech that I put her soul in.
Or what?
Forget this.
Oh god, now I have to kill you too.
Yep.
Oh,
So yeah,
no.
cut to Shinji having a conversation with Misato about how she realizes that everything they put him through is real fucked up, but they kind of had to.
It's
Like,
always some excuse.
yeah. I mean, like, they give a good in-universe excuse for why Shinji had to go through all that shit, because, like, there were 4 children that could do this, and one of them can't right now. It's okay, because eventually we'll get a
Well,
5th one.
whose fault is that?
The orphanage they got all these kids from.
Gendo, Gendo looks Shinji straight in the eye. It's your fault, Shinji. Why didn't you kill him without me taking over? If you had just done this the right way, he either would be dead or he'd be fine. There was no in between. The in between happened
Now,
because of this.
yeah,
Funerals are
now
more
I have to
expensive.
pay a shit ton of health insurance.
I was gonna say funerals are less expensive rather than health insurance.
Yep. Anyway, then we get a new angel. I always forget this angel. Like, for some reason, I always combine the important stuff from this episode into the last episode mentally, and I always forget this angel exists. Like, I know that, Shinji gets the S2 drive, but I forget he gets it here and not in the last episode most of the time. And
Yeah, this one kind of flew under the radar for me too.
yeah, it's debatable. It's not even, it's the least interesting of the angels
The late
post.
game angel.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's almost a
Yeah.
throwback.
it kind of undermines the argument we were making that they're learning and
Yeah.
becoming more focused in on the people
Yep.
in the
This,
psychology of humanity.
yeah, this is the one case where I would say that doesn't fly. Everything else goes really well with that. This is like the one where a part of me wishes they would have like claimed that this thing popped up before the angel that took over the Ava, and it was just on the other side of the earth and took forever to get here. Like, it would have headcanoned so much more if this thing popped up before the last one, but took longer to get here. I could at least justify that,
Yeah.
but no. Anyway, this thing's design is okay, but it's not great.
Yeah.
Again, we'll get much cooler looking ones in the future, but for right now, we get this one, which Asuka just unloads every fucking gun she has into this thing.
Boy, howdy does she.
Well,
Oh god, it's so flashy.
I'm kind of the opinion that this is Asuka definitely acting on fear, not on her best attempts. Because she even knows that you can't just shoot an angel. You have to get in close and disable its AT field first.
But she does in the Netflix version. She at least is. She says that she expects that the AT field should have been brought down with the guns.
Mm-hmm. I mean, whatever. Yeah. So then her arms and head get cut off. Just in the Ava though, not her real one. Although I imagine it would hurt like a motherfucker if your
I mean, she
nerves.
does kind of pull a Black Knight. Oh, I'll bite your legs off.
Yep.
It's
I don't.
not a flesh wound.
I'm just saying. I feel like when the head gets cut off, like she's just holding her head and like is upset. It should have been like fucking debilitating. Like she should have passed out from that shit.
Yeah. Be like getting a spear chucked it through your chest.
Yep. Well, I mean that one's fine as long as it misses the plug. You're fine.
Yeah.
Also,
Alex doesn't know, but he knows.
yep. Also, the Unit 1 will now no longer work with Ray. I actually really appreciate that touch that, like, an Ava that Ray was the pilot of at the start of the series now will not respond to her at all.
I reject you. I want my son back.
Yep. At this point,
Give.
the Ava has chosen its pilot. The pilot doesn't get to choose the Ava. The Ava chose the pilot now. And Kaji's out there melon farming.
Yeah.
Just enjoying the ambiance.
She specifically states like after they tell her like she can't do it. She's like, fine, I'll go in the other one.
Mhm.
If I die, well, at least there's replacements. I'm like, ooh, do
Yep.
you know?
I
Dark.
think she has at least a strong suspicion at this point.
Yeah. Or at least this one definitely
Mhm.
did.
Yeah. Now Shinji also knows what the third impact is. That if the angels get to Adam, it's game over.
Game over, man.
Yep.
Game over.
And they send a
Gosh,
single-armed Unit 1 in with a fucking nuke, basically. And they're gonna use it to try to kill this thing. And of course, it closes its eye.
Well, I mean, it's not like it couldn't see that attack coming.
And I'll say that
no.
they definitely have evolved to the point where like their cores, if they have a core, is difficult to locate now, or if it is locatable, it's easily protected.
That's like basic evolution for any creature.
Yeah.
Hide your soft parts.
Yeah,
See,
but
I like
before
to
they
go the
thought they were
opposite
gods.
way. I like my soft parts to be on the outside.
That's yes. You're right. Yes.
Fuck humans.
Yeah. So Shinji decides that he's gonna go and get inside the Ava, so he can protect everyone.
He can protect the woman he loves.
Yep.
His mini mom.
So yeah, he goes
Yeah,
in.
still sounds weird.
It does, yes. While he's running over, we find out that the dummy plug system doesn't work on the Unit 1 either, that it is completely locked out anything that is not Shinji from controlling it.
Gendo, you've got no other option.
Yeah, you literally have to let
Reinstate
your
your
son do it.
son.
Yep.
I don't wanna. He said no to me.
You don't
No one
understand.
says no to me.
You don't understand. If I let my son say no to me, then what kind of abusive father am I? I have to be the bad guy for this series because the other bad guys are ambiguous at best.
The other bad guys are set pieces. This
Yeah.
is real evil.
Now I'm gonna take over the government or some bullshit.
Yeah, he basically Lilo and
And he is
Stitched her.
making that play.
Josh, we're not supposed to talk about it.
I hate it.
Yeah, it's fair.
Stupid.
Yep. Anyway, the angel shows up and it looks like it's gonna eat everybody and do its laser thing. I do like this thing's face. The face is like the one redeeming part for me. I think that looks cool. But anyway, so
Yeah.
Shinji starts beating the shit out of this thing as it fires off
As he
lasers.
dives through a wall.
Yep. Fires off a laser, tears Shinji's arm. Well, tears the Unit 1's arm off. They just have a fucking like slug fest until they get on one of the elevator platforms to launch it back up. And he again, like Shinji holding its head
Grabs his
against it.
face.
Yep. It's so good.
Oh,
He's got so little leverage with one hand.
Yep. But he just
yeah, but
wails on this fucker.
I mean, to date though, this is definitely his best fight
Oh
scene.
yeah. Oh yeah, easily. Um Then Shinji, of course, runs out of power. And this
Oh man, I
thing,
sure hope
Right as
something.
he's about to finish the job.
yep, this thing wraps its tendril around it.
Quickest
Unit
5
1
minutes
series.
of his life.
Yep. Tosses the Unit 1 over, starts cutting it up. Unit 1's literally just a spray of blood, which I still love. Like, it has
From
that
all those
old
old
school.
samurai films.
Yeah, it has that old
It's
school
very,
blood
yeah,
spray.
it's very
It's so good.
reminiscent of that. Yeah.
It's so good. I love that shit. And then it strips off all the armor on the Unit 1's chest to reveal it has a core just like the Angels do.
Ruh-roh Raggy.
Yep.
Similar tactics.
Yep. And as it's striking the core, the entry plug starts breaking. And Shinji's freaking out like, no, I want to protect everyone. I don't want to die. Move. Fucking save me. We see a ghostly looking fire that is supposed to be his mother's soul, and the thing turns back on and
And
shreds the enemy's arm.
I'm
I
awake again. Come get over here.
love
Yep.
this scene where he just grabs the enemy's arm and just sticks it on himself.
Yep. Uses it to grow back its own arm. I fucking love that.
Oh,
This is
All it needed was biomass.
yep. This is also like this episode has a bunch of like big deal things where when it does that, it grows its arm back. The Unit 1 and Shinji are at like 400% synchronization, which shouldn't be possible. It starts screaming. They start talking about if she's awake. Shinji destroys its AT field, and then like a
it
fucking
goes animalistic
yeah,
here.
yeah, like a fucking ape just starts going in to try to attack.
I am the gorilla.
Yep. Like I love the
Like,
way this looks.
yeah, it like tries to fight back with one last breath and it just smashes the face.
Yep.
And then just begins to eat it.
Yep.
Like,
It's so good. And again, the eating it part, like you can just see everyone's like, Oh, Jesus Christ, this thing's eating it.
He's like, "Ugh."
And of course we saw of course Ritsuka is like, is it trying to like integrate the S2 drive into it? Is it trying to get that infinite energy source now? People are puking. This is a fucking nightmare for them. Looks like a monkey like kind of like getting ready to stand up.
I mean, the creepiest part is when he's just like blacked out. We just see the silhouette and just the whites of the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's almost
Looking.
like
I was
this
like,
bestial
oh.
Iron Giant
Yep.
shot.
As it
That
pops
was
off,
probably my favorite shot.
as it starts popping off the armor plate, because we find out those plates aren't there for armor, they're there to limit the thing's power.
Oh god, it's breaking through the restraints.
Yep.
Its
Fuck.
power level. It's over 9,000.
Yep.
Well, technically in the manga, it was over 8,000, but
Yes. Yeah.
Boo.
So that was
Yeah.
the episode.
Boo. Honestly, even though I didn't remember that angel until my rewatch,
Mhm.
I think it played an important role in
Oh
this
yeah.
episode.
Oh,
It
100%.
just wasn't like the psych out ones that we get. It does stand out in that way with the later
Mhm.
angels.
Yeah, like this is the only one that doesn't follow the pattern, which
Yeah.
a part of me wonders if maybe this one had been planned for earlier and they
But you can't make that reveal
Yeah.
of the S2 drive reveal, the restraints reveal, the
Mhm.
her soul. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking this was maybe planned as like earlier on, like maybe this was originally supposed to be before the Shadow Angel and they just reworked where it was going to set in the writing room. But it feels
Yeah.
very much like an earlier angel with what it does. Yeah. Again, like a pretty solid episode. This kind of locks Shinji in for the back, like 6 episodes, where at this point he's just kind of in it now. If I'm remembering right, this is the last time.
But he just left.
Yeah, and now he's back. I'm gonna say this, Alex. As much as like this is annoying, this is actually like a super common mech anime trope.
I don't want to pilot anymore. I'm
Yes.
leaving.
Yes, no, this is like 100% a very normal mech anime
Okay,
trope.
I'll pilot it again.
Yep, 100%. Everything you're doing right now
No,
happens
I
in
don't
every
want
one
to
of them.
pilot it anymore.
Yep,
And then I'm
But
leaving again.
yep,
I have to save my family.
yep.
I've got to go have my own little arc over here in the corner.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hang out in the
That
desert.
helicopter was oddly close to my house.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hang out in the fucking desert and talk with an old dude that clearly wants me to be involved in a threesome with him and his wife.
Hell yeah.
I'm referencing a mech. Alex, they did like this shit all the time in the first Gundam series, and that is like one of the times that the main character in that runs off.
But we can't beat the monster of the week without the main character.
Yep, yep,
Oh no.
yep.
Or a threesome with an old man.
Whatever will we do?
We'll believe in the power of friendship. That's another one, but only in some. Anyway, though,
Believe
yeah.
in the power of friendship.
This
And the power of the moon.
Yep. So yeah, this is a fun episode. Again, I often forget this exists, but I had a good time with it. Any final thoughts you guys have on this one before we call it?
I'm just really happy we're getting close to the Berserk one.
That's fair.
We're getting
Also
there.
awful.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah. Tune in next time where things start to get back in the psychological realm. Bye-bye.
Bye now.